Hey guys, it's Mistress Nightmare here, and today we'll be reading Chapter 3 of Blood Flow, a Jeff the Killer love story. Before we get started, please hit that like button, comment, subscribe to this channel if you guys want more creepypasta and fanfictions out there. Until then, let's get started. When we got to my home, he chuckled to himself. What's so funny? I asked. It's cute how you trust me enough to actually show me where your house is. Well, I'm not scared of you, so what's the harm? He looked confused, but rolled with it. He followed me into my home and sat down on the couch. Make yourself at home, I said sarcastically, rolling my eyes at him. What do you want to eat? I asked, not knowing to say. Nah, I'm good. He got up and started to look around. Which room is yours? He yelled down from the stairs at me. Shit, why does he want to go to my room? It's the purple one, I yelled back at him. Jeff's point of view. I walked to her room. Not bad, I thought to myself, as I walked around her room and see pictures from when she was a little girl. I picked up the picture. She looked like a younger posing with a guy. I looked at his face and studied it. Why does he look so familiar? Walked down the stairs and find Hope reading a book. It was a Stephen King It book. It's a good book. I laughed at her. Yeah, I have a strange obsession with scary things, she said, direct, definitely looking like the type of girl who would be into those kind of stuff. I pulled the picture out of her and her dad. Who's this? I asked her. She had a sad smile on her face. Oh shit, she's gonna cry. That's my dad. He was killed a couple of months ago. Her voice started to quiver. I couldn't control myself. I reached out and hugged her. I didn't want her to cry. She looked at me, her big blue eyes watering. Jeff, what are you doing? She asked as I quickly pulled back. Sorry, I didn't mean. She cut me off with a kiss, and I kissed back. She pulled away. I sat there not knowing what to say. I'm sorry. She began to speak. I smiled at her and grabbed her hand. It's okay, Hope. I leaned in and kissed her forehead. She blushed and smiled. I wiped away her tears, and then I heard her mom pulled up into the driveway. I gotta go, I said as she smiled and waved at me. As I left her house, I started to walk to the forest. Then I realized I still had the photo of her and her dad with me. I studied his face one more time. How do I know him? Hope's point of view. What the hell just happened? Did he like me? No, there was no way. When I kissed him, he kissed me back. I smiled thinking about him. My brother and mom came in. They brought McDonald's, and I rolled my eyes. Hope, did I miss something? She said, pointing to my smile. No, I tried to hide it with all my emotions. But she tried to hand me a cheeseburger. I just glared at her. Mom, I'm a vegetarian. When would you ever remember? My dad was the only one who understood that I was one. He looked out for me. My mom, on the other hand, not so much. Sorry, honey, I forgot. It's fine. I'm not hungry anyway. I walked to my room and started to draw a photo of Jeff. I'm not a good drawer, but I tried, and it's not that bad. I plugged my headphones into my iPod on shuffle. The first song that came up is Give You Hell by All American Rejects. I started to sing while I'm drawing until my mom called me from downstairs. I got up to see my mom talking to the asshole boyfriend Joe. He was also happened to be a police officer and he was dressed in uniform. Great. What do you want? I snarled at him as he take off his sunglasses. We need to talk. I need to talk to you about a few questions, if you don't mind following me, he said. I looked at my mom, who was standing there shaking her head at me. I get in the passenger seat of his car, and he drives into the station. It wouldn't be the first time I was here. He walks me to his office and tells me to take a seat. I didn't get busted now, did I? I said, rolling my eyes, and put my feet on his desk. He gave me a look, but I ignored it. People heard you screaming this morning, Hope. What happened? I took Ozzy for a walk, and he bit me, so I screamed. There, are we done? He reached out the table and slapped me in the face. I stared at him with disgust. I didn't want him to find out about Jeff, so I got up and walked out of his office. Get back here, he screamed. I walked out. There was no way I was going to keep taking his abuse. I walked out of the police station and I headed towards home. It was freezing cold. I didn't bring my sweatshirt. Good going, Hope. I walked for a while inside. I'm lost. It was freezing dark and I'm lost. I felt a hand wrapped around my waist and turned, thinking it was just Jeff. I turned around, but it wasn't Jeff. It was my ex boyfriend Mike and his army of goons. What do you want? I spat at him. I didn't know it was not safe for a beautiful young girl like you to be walking around at night, he said, grabbing my butt. I tried to run away, but it was no use. I was stuck here. He started kissing me, and I kicked him in the balls. He screamed like a little girl, and I tried running, but I was circled. All his minions had baseball bats. Oh no, you should have done that, sweetheart, he said in anger. One of the boys hit me in the knee, causing me to fall to the ground, and the other started hitting me in the stomach. I coughed up blood, and the last boy hit my head. I started to black out and to see one of the boys fall dead.